guy knows his swing as well as any, which is what I love. So basically, you know what he just pointed out? Does he feel like he asked if he feels like his left knee starts his swing too much. And all that is this knee turning back too far towards the golf ball. So I told him, make sure that hip stays bumped, make sure we keep that anchor point and keep a little bit of the left knee towards the target when he turns. And for somebody who goes this way, a little bit prevents that instability with that lead leg. And it actually turns, when you turn around it, you can really rip around that left side, creates a little bit of zip to it, which is what he had in the last couple of shots there. Yeah, but hey, that's just something simple that you can just create in the setup. So you just, when you shift those hips a little forward, a little pressure in there, and that left knee just goes towards the target a little bit, and you can just feel like this knee stays over that foot a little bit more as you turn to the top. And that, yeah, there you go. It's nice, isn't it? It's looking good. So, you know, keep an eye on his feet. You'll see how they, just like me, you know. One thing a couple of our players have in common, we don't have any knees or leg issues or hip restrictions. A lot of our guys like to set up straight, be very square, very minimally out this way. And you can see that when he swings through, there's some give there, and it alleviates that pressure. So keep an eye on his footwork, but watch. You'll see, he really likes to create that post on the lead leg. And that's been a signature move of our players. There it is right there. And see, he turns right around his spine angle. Watch how centered he stays. It's part of the reason he's a great ball striker. It's beautiful. Just beautiful. It just winds right around that fixed point being the spine angle. Kevin's got the mean mug back here. He's like, ooh, that's just dirty.
We were talking about his right knee and how it's like, I didn't realize how much it was actually like.
Yeah, it's in.
It's my hype up.
No, and you know what Mason's talking about? He says, I didn't realize how much Cam's right knee is actually in, like brace. Like we actually use as an example in all of our videos for our players across the country. It's a brace, and he's turning. How do you explain it?
It seemed like he was just like, because I've never had anybody tell me that, but he just kind of turns around like that point, and there's no like lateral movement.
And dude, when you know, you're like, I always saw you like kind of look like you're on the horse sometimes. Yeah. You know, I'm like, get those legs in.
Yeah, I didn't realize how much
it's good.
Actually...
It's good. It's such a stable base. Yeah, it's on the same window now, like same 6-inch window every time. Dude, one better than the next. Pity, come back here and check us out. You gotta check this angle out right now. It even got better than it was. For everybody, the camera. Okay, yeah, Cam, keep swinging. Kev, come, just follow me. I'm gonna kind of narrate for everybody here why this swing is so good and why anybody who's taken an online lesson with us has definitely seen a side-by-side next to Cameron. Let's go through some stuff here. Come here. Okay. Come on here, face on view. One thing that's great about Cameron's setup is how square he always is. Now, you know, one of the things that you have to take notice here is he doesn't flare his feet up a lot. You know, and I know Hogan's book would say to do that. A lot of people think that's, you know, the textbook thing to do and it's easier on the joints. That's not entirely true. You know, he has no leg problems, no leg issues whatsoever. Watch how his feet work. Easily, see how they just work? They open up and the weight easily gets back into the outside of his left heel. Does that look good, Pitty? Good. But see, it keeps him very square. It gives him a firm left side to hit up against. Watch how he holds that ankle. His lead hip never moves off the golf ball. He keeps it really solid in the position that it starts in. And he's even working today to hold that post a little bit more solid.
We're hitting all those full. I think I'll just hit some
that was the thought of his
ones.
Left knee bumping towards the target. But you can see, watch how simple his setup is though. You see, very square.
Yeah.
Starts narrow, widens out, stays always
I mean, this
square.
is how I was setting up before.
Yeah, he and Mike right now are talking about how in the beginning of the lesson, I just noticed he was very far from the golf ball, and he was just over tilted, and that was causing his right arm to really straighten out, and that's what, you know, it's a disconnector to the swing, keeps the arms away from the body. But you guys can see how centered he stays throughout his swing, and that's really what's important. You know, get a couple more looks here, everybody. I just watch his head. It's very centered throughout the swing, and that just means that you're rotating around that spine angle a lot better. Is this a little knockdown shot?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Just be patient. Keep the arms short at the top, like they're hitting the wedges. Knockdown shots are just like you're hitting a little sand wedge. A 3/4 knockdown. Yeah, you can see how rock solid he is. That was perfect. So that 3/4 knockdown just comes out with a little bit flatter flight. Really good. Come over here. You can see, guys, as well as anybody, he keeps his hips over his ankles. His shoulders are tilted past his toes. And today, what's nice is it's beautiful right there. We're not over tilted. We're just a little bit of flex down, a little sit down, but don't feel like you bend too much forward. Okay, like just a little bit of sit down. Okay, so just feel like you lower your.
When I do that though, the hands will kind of get lower too.
Do they get a little bit lower? But you can do that without altering your upper body. To me, the upper body getting lower pushes the hands down. If you sink down but leave your upper body the same, your hands should stay the same, and that'll prevent you from getting the heel caught in the ground.
How's that?
There you go. There you go. That should help a ton, dude. So you're saying missing some of these left with the ball below the feet, so we came over to the side of our driving
That's what
range.
it should do.
Yeah, that's what it should do. That one went out there and just tipped like a yard right, which is beautiful. It's what it should do, he said. So what happens a lot of times is, and this makes sense because you were a little far from the golf ball, so think about it.
Yeah.
Probably a little top heavy, a little far, and then all of a sudden the hands get low, heel gets in the ground. It's just easy to hit it left. So what we were talking about was rather than tilting from up here so much, just getting down with the lower body, leaving this the same, and that leaves his hands the same, rather than being here. Yeah, see, those are doing what they should do now. They're going out on line and just falling 1 yard right. And a player like, Cam needs to just be able to step up and be able to predict where that ball is going to tip. Because if he's playing it a yard left of the hole, a couple yards left of the hole, and then it tugs 10 left, and you're in trouble. See how predictable those came off?
Yeah.
That's a good lesson for everybody right there.
You want to keep the legs flexed.
You want to flex the legs, so I mean, you're just to hit the golf ball, you're going to have to stay in your spine angle, right? So, the big thing about it is if I set up normal, like I'd set up on a flat lie right here, and I brought that lie that over here, well, obviously my club would be, 4 inches above the ground. So I'm just flexing down more so than I'm tilting over. And that's all I was communicating to him. Because the minute you change your shoulder line, the hands will drop down and in, and now you're changing the angles of the golf club more. Okay. At Porzak Golf, we take a lot of pride in having developed some of the best and most consistent golf swings on the planet. We do this through simplicity. Our Full Swing Masterclass will take you on a step-by-step, easy-to-understand process on how to get your golf swing better than ever. Join the many before you who've utilized our Full Swing Masterclass to take their games to the next level and beyond.